After a first summit finish at the Giro Next Generation Stage 4, an opportunity for the sprinters. 139 kilometres from Perturzio to Borgo Monero. Just one categorised climb along the way, nothing that should disrupt the sprinters' trains, and the expectation of a fast and furious finish. A shaken-up general classification, a new best Italian rider in the shape of Florian Caggiamini, Paul Magnier continuing his lead of the points competition, Tim Thorn-Teutenberg of Lidl Trek looking for a first win, and a first day in pink for Jano Widar of Lotto Destiny as they rolled out of Perturzio. When the flag dropped, there were immediate attacks, but it took a little while before the breakaway of the day established itself, and when it did, there were just two riders in it, Filippo D'Aiuto and Pietro da Porto, just 18 years of age. Those two, though, were kept on a very tight leash. Lotto Destiny riding with the pink jersey in their ranks. One or two crashes along the way, including towards the back end of the bunch, a big pile-up featuring a number of riders from MBH Bank Kolpak, including their Czech rider Pavel Novak getting himself back up and running. On the only categorised climb of the day then, Da Porto was dropped by Filippo D'Aiuto, who went over the top of the only categorised climb of the day on his own to open his account in the King of the Mountains competition. But he was reeled in eventually as they approached the finishing circuit. It was Team Wanty riding on the front for their rider Hoop Arts. But that was the moment with 28 kilometres to go that Lidl Trek deployed the German powerhouse of Nicholas Behrens, who clipped off the front and held a comfortable lead all the way onto the finishing circuit and out onto the first of two laps, with Soudal Quickstep riding hard to keep a lid on the ambitions of the German time trialist. On the only little climb on the circuit then, taking a few seconds back on Behrens, but the rider from Lidl Trek still holding a 12-second advantage over the top of the climb, and then towards the finishing line for the second time where he took the bell, and a 7-second advantage for the solo attacker. With 11 kilometres to go, the odds were stacked against him though, and Soudal Quickstep duly wound the rider back in, but that only then provoked a series of further attacks, including a two-up attack from the Italian national team. It was short-lived though, with a number of different sprinters teams shutting down the moves, including Tudor Pro Cycling as well, getting involved. Further counter-attacks came and went as we passed through 5 kilometres to go, but nothing stuck, and the big teams had everything under control, lining it up for a bunch sprint. Into the final kilometre, and with 500 metres to go though, it was Lotto Destiny who took things up. Soudal Quickstep a little bit disorganised, looking around for the red jersey of Paul Magnier, the pre-race favourite, looking to double up and make it another sprint win. Mathis Griesel opened up his sprint for Lotto Destiny early, but Magnier found space down the middle, challenged alongside him by Tim Thorn-Teutenberg, but Paul Magnier of Soudal Quickstep in the red jersey made it 2 wins here in the bunch finishes at the Giro Next Generation, a class above the rest, and at least one bike length his advantage over the line for the Frenchman. Win number 5 of 2024 for him, an outstanding success story for Soudal Quickstep this year, their new signing from Trinity Racing. Talented rider, taking another stage win, this time ahead of Tim Thorn-Teutenberg in second place and D'Amato in third. No change in the general classification though, Jano Widar enjoying another day in pink ahead of Mathis Rondel. And Magnier extending his lead in the points competition in the red jersey now. A handsome lead over Tim Thorn-Teutenberg in second place. Jano Widar hangs on to his blue jersey as well, leading the King of the Mountains competition by 5 points. And the white jersey for the best young rider at just 18 years of age from Pablo Torres at 47 seconds. And no change either, Florian Caggiamini, the best Italian rider, an undiminished advantage in that competition.